Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, day 11 of 88-day journey back to self. How much are you aware of divine synchronicities when they happen? And how much gratitude do you have for that? Because listen, gratitude is so important. This universe always gives you more when you're grateful. And you can't fake gratitude. Like, you can't psych out the creator. It just doesn't work, you know? Yesterday, I got a message from a friend who was hurting. She injured her neck and shoulder and was hurting for days and was looking for somebody to give her a massage. And it was Easter and I wasn't able to do it. And I felt really badly. I wanted to help her, but I gave her some suggestions, one being either a hot tub or a hot shower and trying to move her neck. And then I went off to go do some things. And I mentioned this yesterday in the video that I had gotten a hit when I was driving to the store to get chocolate. That it was her neck, she couldn't turn her neck, she wasn't seeing both sides of the story, whatever had happened that within the past few days, and that her shoulder, she's shouldering something that's not hers to carry. Well, then I ran into her afterwards, and I was able to put my hands on her. She was the first person I saw when I walked into the store that I opted to go to, bypassing the first one. I felt like, no, I'm not supposed to be there, I'm going to go to the other store. So I paid attention, right? I followed the signs. That's the thing, I followed the signs. I almost pulled into the first store and I said, no, this doesn't feel right. I'm going to the other store. This is what I mean. How much do you follow that? Because if you allow yourself to not shrug it off as coincidence and you realize it's your higher self speaking to you, I'm telling you, the magic that you could have in your life will be astronomical. And with that comes gratitude because it just helps you to sync up more. That's why you're here. Follow the signs. It's like, I don't want to say like the breadcrumbs that Hansel and Gretel dropped out so they can find their way back, but it kind of is. The universe is giving you these insights and sparks to lead you more into yourself. Being with this human garb, we get mired down in day-to-day things thinking that this is like solidified reality when in actuality it's a projection of our own internal consciousness. And if we would allow ourselves to take these steps, the magic that would ensue would be astronomical.